Love creates a great bond, and my love for God is great bond, and there is natural yoga. So my love with my parents, is very pure love. I recognize my eternal love with Baba. All my desires are fulfilled. There are all attainments, and this brings contentment. Every moment of life, there is happiness. My heart is always full with gratitude because every moment of my life is used in worthwhile way. So I fulfill all the tasks with feelings of love. So we take drishti from Baba.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avekti Parivar. Today's day 17, Pilgrimage of Remembrance, Power of Yoga, Yoga Bal. Now we'll be listening from Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Today we will be culminating the topic of power of yoga. And I'm sure that internally we now will be adopting the method to use power of yoga when it comes to overcoming internal obstacles. I have to use power of yoga. Or when there are adverse situations, circumstances, I also have to use power of yoga. When it comes to relationships, where we know we don't want to come in conflict. And if there are problems, to find solutions, we have to use power of yoga. When it comes to any task, whether it is Baba's service or personal activity, I can use power of yoga to be successful and get the task accomplished. So these few days we had been reflecting on that. I definitely have the experience and I believe and I use power of yoga. This way we are able to earn income, get blessings. Otherwise there is always possibilities of creating karmic bondage more and more. So then there is heaviness, lack of contentment. So to summarize, we have to think of, we had been talking on different ways of yoga. Most loving and which can be very consistent is the love for God, love for Baba. Because that's most easy, but very natural. And I think that even before this spiritual life, in Path of Bhakti also, we all had love for God. But now, after recognition and being adopted and got this spiritual life, there is very natural, very, very loveful feelings of all relationships with Baba and feel that Baba is my world. So, yoga of intellect and mind is naturally pulled towards Baba. And this whole feelings to meet Baba as a soul with Supreme Soul and then to stay connected. So, different ways to adopt at the right time. You will be able to see the result of use of power of yoga. And we have to be careful we're not using it for just small things. Yes, our good wishes are important, but I accumulate power and use it in a proper way. But looking at Brahma Baba's life, first he became a Raj Yogi, that is self sovereignty, where I have discipline, I have ruling power. So my all workers or my sense organs are very calm and cooperative. So Brahma Baba had Raj Yogi life. Then there is Karma Yogi life. Brahma Baba did sit few hours in the morning when he woke up until he was ready to come and share Murli with us. He will walk, he will sit for contemplation, for communication, conversation with Baba. And then he began taking care of responsibility of yagya. So he was a karma yogi. Very, very beautifully a timetable with a balance of taking care of soul and body, taking care of self and yagya. It's not if I say no, I'm very busy with yagya, so I don't take care of the self. Because this good balance between my own spiritual well-being and still engaged in the task, whether it's lokik or alokik. You have to be a good karma yogi. Karma yogi doesn't mean intellect with karma. Yes, some actions need concentration, but still can be awareness of Baba, soul, consciousness. Awareness can go together with actions. Even if I have to concentrate on task. So some say, but then I can't remember Baba. You don't have to forget Baba, right? There is natural awareness. If someone comes to you when you are busy and asks you, what is your father's name? Oh, you will say, well, I don't know, I forgot. Baba uses some words called don't forget, don't remember. That means there is awareness, natural awareness. It's like sometimes uh, your light is off, you don't need it. So when you have to turn on, how long it takes? Just turn on the switch, right? So Baba calls it switch of awareness. It's not you start connecting and fixing wires at that time, no. Basically, you just turn on the switch. So karma yogi life is a very, very sweet, balanced, and very, very good feelings. Not only I am thinking, but I am also doing. So that makes us easy and consistent yogi. We feel yoga is not difficult, it's not, I can't do many things, I'm not feeling connected, I don't have concentration. If we really go step by step, it not will be, as I said, easy yogi, but we can call it consistent also. Because Mama always used to say that if your connection with Baba or thread of love keeps breaking often, and you have to keep putting the knots, and it won't be smooth. Right? So as our Brahma Baba and Mama and Dadis were able to accomplish of having a stable, strong, unshakable stage, and also full of joy, enthusiasm, courage. You saw how, at least most of you have seen Dadi Prakashmani or Dadi Janki after when Prakashmani was very joyful, very loving. Whenever we She's in class, she will only want to know where we want to go for picnic, what we want to eat in picnic. So it does. So because she had such a natural yogi life, and that power of yoga was visible when she will have a thought and it gets accomplished. Because as a yogi, she believed everything can be done peacefully. I remember when I came to New York, it was very challenging, but she said, for establishing peace, we need to be peaceful. So whenever there were adverse situations, we will use power of yoga in the form of power of peace. Think in peace, speak peacefully. Peace also is yoga, right? Because that's Baba's main quality, my eternal quality. So we can review it, even if we are culminating today the theme, and use it. And you will really see how with yoga past gets settled and there is power also to create a good future. If you have karmic account with someone and there is conflict, okay, if it finishes, but did loveful relationship begin? That's called settling and creating same time. And that could only happen with power of yoga. Okay, we say, okay, we settle now. We don't have any conflict problem, but still we don't. Our feelings towards each other, our conversation, communication is still not of very natural love. So changing that amnosity from love is only possible through power of yoga. Because sometimes our externally things get resolved, but feelings doesn't get sorted out. We don't allow those feelings to emerge. But if they are deep within left, there will still be not lightness. Baba had been talking a lot about intoxication. So as much as we will use power of yoga, you will get double benefit, not only double, manifold, I must say. And as much you use power of yoga, that much it increases. Your yoga gets better and it gets definitely keep increasing because you used it. Your faith, you start believing that yes, it did work. It did work. Many habits change. Like you don't think too much, you don't worry, and you become very good in doing Mansa Seva. Because Mansa Seva is really from power of yoga. You always find your heart is very light and loving by using power of yoga. Otherwise, you feel light, but again, as I said, there are very subtle kind of things which are more as a heaviness. As tomorrow we are starting new series and taking homework as our commitment. We already have our notes book ready, right? At least I got. I will show you because I want to do it. I don't think I've ever done 108 times. But I said, well, let's do it and see that how every day, at every step, we feel presence of Abdada. And he got accomplished, became awake. We also can become awake. So it will be very beautiful. And actually, you know, in writing, listening, it looks quite complicated. How will I do? But as much like I read few times, I find it's very simple. So you also make it simplify in your mind first. If you don't simplify, you will always feel I can't do it. It won't be possible. Simply you are taking one blessing, slogan, whatever will be given, mm, or a quality which will be given of Brahma Baba. You are thinking about it and then you are writing about it. And it's not you have to do 108 same time. That's a lot. But maybe 10 times. Then you take about 10 thoughts. And it requires what? Not 10 minutes, 10 moments, right? So it's not also like many hours. But then integrating that awareness and consciousness in our actions to become the embodiment, Sarup. And that's what ultimately we want. So it's a month of January, very auspicious, with special blessings from Avyak Babdada, because our angelic Father will be with us, and especially knowing that we are following his footsteps to be like him. His presence will help us. We will receive more blessings from him. So whatever we have done for past 2 weeks and now another month, 31 days. 21 days is very common, right? But we want to do 31 days. A lot very interesting things will come up. So Avyak journey will begin in a different way. So Avyak journey will be in my personal life now. We had been doing Avyak journey, right, for a long time. We had been doing journey of remembrance so that we will practically do it, and I'm sure that it will be a very, very beautiful experience. So we are full of enthusiasm, right? Not feeling it's not going to work, it's not possible, it's so much, how I will do. Some are saying little bit of that, right? Is your mind saying that, or your mind is saying that, oh, I will be able to do it? Can I see hands? Those who think you are thinking, yes, why not? I will be able to do. Wow, almost everyone is ready. See, that's the beauty of Avyakti Parivar. Hmm. Everyone is wondering all over, what's the secret of this Avyakti Parivar? They keep going on and on. So secret is our joy, our enthusiasm, hmm, our collective thought, making this easy in harmony. And also I take this chance to really appreciate a Vyakti team who had been working and not saying it month after month. Before used to be day after day. But they are ahead of everything, ahead in everything, about thinking, about doing, and being practical. So I know it's Baba's blessings must be on each one of them, and of course us too. But with blessings, one thing which happen if I am getting blessing is that I get encouraged to do it more. I can't sit back with blessing, right? So I like the song Blessing Upon Blessing. That means then you do it because it's investing is the only way to earn more, right? So I can't just keep collecting blessing to keep using blessing, right? Whatever blessings we get from Baba or the family, we invest back and say, yes, it was not me, it was Baba, so I can do more. So that lightness emerge. So anyway, we starting new year. There is lot of uh, excitement, joy, enthusiasm, and also courage. And this is keeping us very safe, our mind, intellect, body, everything from outside atmosphere, which is very, very Kalyugi. But we hold on to our values, our principles, Baba's teachings, and not allow our mind, intellect to be pulled. So we have to be determined, but also so many of you write that your day passed good because you are waiting for the evening. Right? Today, one sister, we were in a meeting, was from South Africa and said it's 2 o'clock in the morning there. And every morning at 2, I'm listening. I'm part of a Vyakti Parivar. So I will say that we just be on this journey as Parivar and Avek Babdada definitely with us and all our ancestor souls, especially Dadi Janki. I was sharing that how Dadi Janki always expected something more from all of us. Of course, Lord from me. So she's with us also. So anyway, congratulations, good wishes, and also just be light and see how beautifully we begin our new year together. Om Shanti.
और असल प्योर है और सन ऑफ सुप्रीम को बाप तो इसी तरह से याद में रहने से फिर हमारा एक्शंस भी प्योर रहेगा कि आई एम प्योर सोल नॉट इम्प्योर तो ये ख्याल रहने से हमारी एक्शंस में संभलेंगे जल्दी कोई रॉन्ग एक्शंस नहीं होगा और जो भी देखते हैं तो ये भी तो सोल है ये भी तो फर्स्ट प्योर है लेकिन
Om Shanti, welcome to Awake the Journey. Today is Wednesday, last Wednesday of 2020. So, so today is Mama's Day. Lovingly prepare a sweet bhog dish. You know what is special about this today? Is we are entering into January, and January is very special for 18th, 18th of January. So generally on 18th, what do we make? The first bhog in the morning. That's what we will be showing you today. What's the sweet bhog dish which we had to make for 18th of January? Om Shanti. So this is carrot milk. This is what every single 18th of January in Madhuban they make it in the morning. And also all the centers generally in India, the first thing they give is carrot milk. And also then there is always a big Brahma Bhojan on that day. But this is very common thing which we generally do on 18th of January. Please make sure when you make this, your carrot is cooked. Because if you just put the milk after carrot, your carrot will be raw and you won't feel the way it should be. And sugar you add as much you want, and it can be made little more liquidy or it can be thicker, whichever way you would like to have it. That's what you can make, and that's what we are done for this year. And for January everything will be new, so for January we won't show you any recipe. Maybe in February, but not in January, because we are focusing only to our chart and our new homework. And also today we are getting our Soman, which will be not in January. This is last for this year. And for January, as we are doing this big project of our new homework, so Soman won't be there, because many of you ask us that what happened to Soman. Soman will come in February again. But for January, we are only doing the homework. So now let's get our Soman for tomorrow, 31st of December.
इष्ट आत्माएं आप संगम पर अकुट और अखंड महादानी बनते हो। अपने आप से पूछो कि अखंड महादानी हो, वह समय परमाणुदानी, वह चांस परमाणुदानी हो। अखंड महादानी सदा 3 प्रकार से दान करने में बिजी रहते। पहला, मनसा द्वारा शक्तियां देने का दान, वाणी द्वारा ज्ञान का दान, कर्म द्वारा गुणों का दान। इन तीनों प्रकार के दान देने वाले सहज महादानी बन सकते। रिजल्ट में वाणी द्वारा ज्ञान दान मेजॉरिटी करते रहते हो। मनसा द्वारा शक्तियों का दान यथाशक्ति करते हो। कर्म द्वारा गुण दान ये बहुत कम करने वाले।
Let's become constant great donors and continue to donate in 3 different ways. Donate powers through the mind. Donate knowledge through our words. And donate virtues through our actions. And constantly experience, I, the soul, am a great donor.
Great donor, Mahadani. So you can learn this word in Hindi, Mahadani. Baba has made all of us Mahadani. I, the soul, am a great donor. So this is the last woman of 2020. 118. Good number, right? And we are not, it doesn't mean that we are done with this woman, because January in our homework, the point which you will receive, it will have Swaman itself in that point, so that we have to practice. And now let's remember Baba and take Drishti, say goodbye, good night, Baba.
Actually, we want to know each one of you. We want to acknowledge each one of you and also share a special blessing with each one of you. But because we are quite a big family, so we're doing step by step, and it doesn't mean that we don't acknowledge whether I know many of you are on, uh, you go through what they call it, live stream, and you are in YouTube, and from many, many countries at different timings. But I know like Argentina is 3 hours behind, I think, ahead. California is 3 hours behind. So next morning, they all listen after morning. So many countries. So actually, we include everyone. Huh? Nobody should feel excluded. But let's see how we're going, and then definitely every one of you will get one special blessing from Baba. Right? So let's remember Baba. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Good night to everyone and keep well.